Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Yellow. Oh, wait. Python PyChat. Got some volume going. Yo, what's up? How's it going? Hi. We are ready for some hacking. Let's go. Uh, I worked in the morning, but like my friend called me, so I was just talking to him for 2 hours. Um, lots to catch up. So I didn't stream in the morning, but it's not too late, so I'm not gonna just go off to sleep this time, like last time. So let's get some work done. I did a massive overhaul of the underlying system, and we are going to actually quickly do a little bit of a technical overview. Yes, thank you. I love it too. I looked everywhere on the internet for a simple, just I just want my YouTube chat to be on the screen, and I honestly I couldn't find it. All the stream chat kind of this uh, all those programs, dashboards, and everything is just too complicated for me. I was just like, look, listen, this should be pretty easy to. It should be an easy problem to solve. So I just hacked it together. I did take some help from the AI to get comfortable with all of the chat API stuff. But after that, all the styling and everything, I was like, of course. I mean, we're doing tamashika dev, so it better be on theme. You know what I mean? Okay, so I have to triple quadruple check that the new system is working. So let's do a little tech overview. Okay, this is how we launched. This is batch one. These are all the new levels and their corresponding pools that were added into the game. So, for example, this level was released on 10/5/26. It had the weight of 0.1. So before, these values were inside the levels. So I'll show you the level is over here. You remember over here there used to be weight and everything, like what, like tags, like what pool it was in. So this right now it says here that it's in batch 1 B specials. So B special used to be over here, and then the game would just like look at the levels and be like, okay, this level belongs in this pool. Now what I wanted to do was to extend that system so that the level doesn't carry that information, and I can set up the pools separately. So now that exists as like a first class citizen in all the data that is being exported from the editor. So the editor is exporting these thing called registries. That's why I call it reg edit. Tip of the hat to Bill Gates. So that's this is the new system now. I migrated it. It wasn't that difficult to do. It was just a simple script that took all the level data and just prepared the new configuration. Now what I want to do is what I want to do is I want to do a simple diff of the old system with the new system. That's all I want to do. And that's not going to be too difficult to pull off because I already have a visualizer for all of the arrangements that we're making. So I'll just show you what that looks like. Now that the game's loaded up and all of that information is inside the game, I'm just gonna bake all of that information. So you see it says baked at da da da, and I look at the bake. This is the baked information, okay? Um, now the issue here is that the bake file is a different format from before. Uh, so this is going to be a lot of, yeah, this is 43 40,000 lines. So we're just, what we're going to do is we're going to copy 31,526. Okay, just so we have an idea of what it, this is the one that we have right now. Okay, now I'm gonna time travel a little bit. uh Timeline bake. uh no problem, I don't think it was asked before, so that's a new question. Do you mean the name Tamashika, or just like the game itself? um the name, there's a story about the name also. Git log. Actually, we don't need to do this. Git checkout main. All right. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna run main and get a copy of the timeline. So the game, let's start with the game. I just love first person shooters. I have made a lot of first person shooters before this. So all of the Lovely Planet games I made, most of them are first person shooters. And you'll notice, like, even through the all the Lovely Planet games, like the first and the second one are pretty similar, but in the middle I did a lot of exploration with like different styles. So like Lovely Planet Arcade was more like Doom style, and Lovely Planet Remix was just like a set of different mechanics. So I realized, that I just have this thing for like experimenting with first person shooters. And the idea for Tamashika started off as this thing called Run Gun, which was inspired very heavily by Post Void. I played Post Void when I was in Hong Kong, and it really, it blew my mind is one way to say it. But like another way to say it would be that it kind of it opened up this, this very uh, it's like it opened up this kind of portal in my head from where an idea started to like, come into my head. And from there, slowly I could feel that that there is this game that is calling out to me. And I didn't really know what it was, like I just knew that it was going to be like a psychedelic themed first person shooter, and more like a linear experience, kind of like Post Void. But I also really wanted to do a game where you have not only an attack but also a defend, which I feel like not a lot of first-person shooters do. And one of my favorite games is Dark Souls, and Dark Souls just, it's one of those. It changed the way I look at video games in a very profound way, and in a lot of different ways too. So it's not just like one thing that it did differently, but like a lot of things that I kind of realized that, oh wait, like this is really fun and interesting in many different ways. So one of the things that I wanted to take from Lovely Planet, from Dark Souls, was just like the gameplay, the way it felt, right? Where like you attack, which is like a forward movement where you kind of like inflict damage on the enemies, and then you kind of like recede, right? Like with your shield. And that's like, and the combat system in that game is kind of like give like a back and forth between those two movements. And you can change it up, like you can also just dodge and everything. So there's like that dimension to it, which I feel like first person shooters don't do. First person shooters don't do that. Like Call of Duty is just all about like grenade, bomb, bullets, RPG. Like you can just throw stuff into the world, but there's no kind of, I mean, there is some measure of that. Like I think the closest game that I really got into, which had some like version of that, was Overwatch. Like some heroes have, the kind of defensive moves and all of that. So I wanted to bring all of that together, and I think that's where the Tamashika idea really, it spawned from there. Yeah. And the name, yeah, very infamously, I brainstormed the name with Claude, the Anthropic AI, and I knew tamashi was a word that I discovered while I was learning Japanese. I realized that, oh wait, this word is just like the Indian word tamasha, which means drama, by the way. So I was just like, wait, this kind of like fits philosophically with the ideas that I had in my head. So I was just like, look, there's this Japanese, and then there's this like, you know, back home from India, a more like Hindu themed thing. So I was just like, okay, let's bring these two together. So that's where the name comes from. Timeline bake.json. Now tell me, timeline bake. All right, here we've got the timeline bake. All right, now I'm just gonna take a copy of this. Okay, um, and we're gonna quit out of the game. Thank you. I just I really wanted to dig in and put put some meaning into it so that it kind of grounds my drive and my motivation, you know, um, because I mean without that I feel I feel a little bit debased. Overwritten by the checkout. Okay. I'll just keep these two files separate. All right. So I have this file, and then I have, let me just save this. Run gun old bake. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to compare this with this. All right, format document 51.4.250. This is going to take forever. um do, 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 do. And you know what, I'm still not, I'm not done with this game. This, like, I had a lot of ideas going into the development, like when I was prototyping, but then I realized that it comes to me in parts, in bits and parts. I'll be honest, I don't have that foresight yet. Um, it comes and goes. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I'm grateful for having enough of my vision carry me. So that's good. Ta ta. 51. All right. There. That's a full match, right? Okay. Let's pick another random date. Man, if the format was the same, it would be so much easier. Uh, well, that's a cool idea. I love visual novels, but like they're not tactile enough for me, so I just lose interest because it's like reading a book. Minigame idea is awesome. Of course, I mean, Tamashika is just another first-person shooter too, So make your inspired version of it, like however you see it. That would be cool. I would love to, because I only, I make these games because I'm inspired by other devs. So if you're inspired by this, pay it forward. Maybe your work will inspire someone else, and that's how the cycle goes, I guess. 5145, 5145. Uh, should we take time to vibe code? Bake compare.py. All right. Okay. Cool. I like sometimes I actually like vibe coding. Let's vibe code. Um, let's see if my English is up to the task. Hey Grok. All right, this is gonna be fun. Write a quick bake compare.py which lifts timeline bake. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. I really do. Um, been developing games for a very long time now, so I'm glad I'm good at it. Um, it's, yeah, I I like to think that I'm a good game developer. And oldbake.txt. One is a JSON and one is a CSV. I want to lift the date and IDs from timeline bake and compare them with the ones in old bake. Please write a script that would help me visualize the diff. Thanks. Let's see. I think it's like it's going to write its own to, to test it. It's like half the work is done in analyzing it already. You can see it does it writes to understand it. It's amazing. So cool. It's probably going to do the other stuff also because it'll find the other items and everything, the flags. Oh, it's already understood that the period is different. I could have just asked it to like just do it for me rather than give me a script. What did you do? Oh, there's a report now. What? Full report. I'm not even using it to change the code of the game. I'm just using it to analyze. So the old version of the game was using the one that's up on Steam right now was using an old system to make the levels. I changed all of that, and I want to make sure that the new system is making the levels the same way. So the game spits out a file that says, okay, here's how I'm making the levels. And I have the old one and I have the new one, and I just wanted to compare them. It would be very easy to compare them if the format was the same, but I also changed the format in which they are outputting. IDs match perfectly on every single one. Look at that. Future dates is 813 total items across 336 console shows monthly. I like playing with these tools. They're really fun. Uh, Run anytime with nice, sweet. So I'm pretty sure that the systems are working pretty much the same. So I don't have to worry about that. Per month. Amazing. Amazing. Don't save. Don't save. Bake report. Bake compare diff report. Amazing. Look at that. New dates, old dates. Yeah, the new timeline is rendering all the way to 2028. So if I look at this, this level is not going to be in the game right now. Batch one, this level. Look at this is all the dates that this level will show up in. So if I pick a level that was in weapons Wednesdays, for example, this one will only occur on Wednesday. Look at that. It's very sparse. So 2026, this level will show up once, twice, 3 more times. That's it. Cool. Default timeline bake. I needed a system to understand, because like it's completely random. It's a complete dice roll, and I knew initially, I knew that I will need a way to like change the shuffle without changing the old levels. I don't want to change the old levels. Like I could very like haphazardly just throw stuff up there and like old levels would just change, but I'll need a good reason to do that. So right now I feel like it's a fun exercise to just maintain the old levels as they are. So as when the new batch goes up, so I'll show you what the batches look like. Batch 2, this, you see every level that is being added here has a date stamp, timestamp. It's like this is when the level was introduced, and then the corresponding weight in the shuffle. So rare levels have a lower weight, and regular levels have a weight of 1. And levels that I might for some reason want to have occur at a higher frequency, that they can have a higher weight. So this makes sure, what the game does right now is it starts with the launch configuration, and then it adds all the batches one by one on top. So if, for example, you have batch 1 over here, um, all batch B rooms. So this level, for example, is in this pool. So in launch B rooms, that level will get added here, but it will have a different date. So when the game is asking for a level from B rooms, it's going to lift depending on what date the level is being generated for, like which date. So if you're playing today, then all of those will be included in this batch. But if you are building a level for when the game launched, for example, the first week after the launch, then batch 2, batch 1 levels will not get included in that shuffle. Easy. Also, I want to show you one cool thing that I made. Check this out. Check it out. This is my favorite new addition. So you see how the game is like, game is ready, game is running. I can jump in, play a level, da da da, and I can select the level, select any level from here. But say I'm editing this level, and I'm like, oh, I wanna change something, and then check this out. Boom, and I'm in this level. Now, if I want to try out some other level, let's see in batch 2, say for example, I want to test out this level. I'll just click this button, and I am in the level instantly. And also there's this connection bar on the bottom now. Look at this. Beautiful. Why is this here? This should not be here. Anyway, we'll fix that later. All right, so let's, now that we're sure that there is no difference, I can move on to testing the new game mode. I want to really make sure that we have enough variety going into this. My idea right now is to disable the leaderboards and just put up the new content and the new game mode also on Steam in the nightly build. Yes, it instantly, I can save it, I can go back into the game, and it will have the changes. Actually, actually, there is one thing that could be fixed. That is looking glass run request. Run request. Run request. Come on, where are you being used, bruv? Run request. Engine looking glass dot run request. Here, when we jump back into the game, I think we should on map refresh. Loom initialize true on map refresh. Reload. Public void reload. Public static void. What happened, dude? Is there more than one of you? Oh, my bad. On map refresh. Instance required. Instance. There's no instance. Non-static. Oh. Loom.initialize on map refresh. Sure. Okay, and over here we can reload just so that the changes show up. Should we try this? Let's try this. Let's say I am editing a level. What level should we edit? All launch 0. Let's edit this level, okay? Right now it is like this. What I'm gonna, let's just run this as is. Check it out. Check out what's going on here. 1 enemy, 2 enemy, 3 enemy. Okay, cool. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some trees here, okay? And I'm gonna have extra enemies here, okay? I'm gonna save, run. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Instant edit. And I should be able to control Z, save, play. Man, we have outdone ourselves. This, like, the setup is so fun. Oh man, I'm so glad I finally took it out to HTML. Having all of this editor stuff outside the actual game, just like the project feels so much leaner. Because like this is not critical. This is not mission critical code for me. I mean it should be technically because it's powering all of the content creation, but it like the app itself is still just all the code there is for the play experience, not the creation experience. So in that way they're isolated. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. I don't know if this works on the Sakura trees, but I'm gonna try. Okay, appear 0. This won't work. I think it doesn't respond to the trees. The trees can't be hidden. Yeah, the trees can't be hidden. But if this was, say, a balloon, right? Now, now it'll work. See that? Let's try that again. Enemy, 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 no balloon. Ooh, there it comes up. So I can, yeah, just not with trees. This scripting mechanism is also pretty cool. This the old editor actually didn't have this. I wrote most of this after the demo came out. After we were done with the demo, I like all of this you're seeing here is it did not exist during the demo. I was just like I was done. Like I'm like I need an environment where I can make more levels, like very quickly. Yep, it is all good. Send level to game. Nice. Control S, control space. I think we can do better than control space. Control S, control P. Control S. Control. Control F5. F5. Anyway. Okay. Where were we? Accelerate mode. So this is the new game mode. I'm just adjusting the sections here, and then maybe we'll add some new ones too. Just want to make sure the spacing here is right so that there's no compulsory combos being lost. This also needs to be adjusted because the spacing here is not right when I have a lot of the Torii gates show up here. Also the colors need to be fixed. It's too bright in here. Too bright. Nice. Also, we have to balance these pill versus hard pickups one step at a time. Da, 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 da. This is gonna sound and feel so right with the new sound effects. Oh, yes, we have new sound effects coming in. And yeah, you can't touch enemies here. No touching in this game mode. No touching. Touching not allowed. In this game mode, touching enemies is workplace harassment. I keep missing here. Need more mouse sensitivity for this game mode. One second. Ah, I knew it. Static EA. Static effective altruist. Static effective altruist. Okay, cool. Break 5. Yes, it does have it has a game mode. The name of the game mode is Accelerate. It's called Accelerate mode. So you awaken, you ascend, and then you transcend, and then you accelerate. I foreshadowed this game mode in this section right here. Accelerate. You know how she puts her hair in front and says it? Because I knew we were gonna do a new game mode. Yes. So yeah. After this game mode, I wanna have to think of a different name. I have a couple of ideas. Should we discuss ideas? I wanna discuss ideas. I mentioned in the previous stream that I want to do collectible levels. So that's I think that's going to be next, and that will really change the way the game presents itself and the way you consume it, because it'll be a complete tangent from the way we do it right now, where there's just one level a day. It's going to be it's going to open a exploration kind of aspect to the content. So that's my idea, and I like that idea because it opens up a new dimension for me, also for like working on the game. And I spoke about this last time, and it bears repeating, so I'm gonna repeat it. All the content that is in the game right now, all the level design is happening in this very broken apart kind of way, where I'm like making small sections that get slapped together into a full level, and that gets rearranged every day, and like something random comes out. I wanna just for my own sake, I want to do like handcrafted levels also, and this new game mode, the one after this, is going to allow me to do that. So just for me, I just want to do it for me. For my own entertainment. Oh man, this is really picking up. Let's go. Ah! Should we go faster? Let's go faster. Cannot. X6, nice. After that, speaking of ideas, we have to do. Okay, before that, Transcend 2 will be again like a daily shuffle, but I want to up the variety in the way the level is arranged. So right now in transcend mode, it's every day is like the same blueprint where there are 5 levels, and each level introduces the mechanics and then becomes progressively difficult. I want to do a more kitchen sink version of that. Accelerate really accelerates. It's like super fast. And that's the point. And also, all the people who have a problem with the melee mechanics don't have to deal with that over here. So it is like technically also solving that problem. Um, uh, where was I? Transcend 2. Transcend 2 will be more of like a, it's like a more random level. Like funky things will happen inside that level. Like it'll feel very like there will be no order to it. It'll just be and I want to put some thought into that, like how it will feel, and also the way it will be designed. Because right now it's like a very strict setup that I have, where there's just a bunch of pools, and like I just arrange the levels piece by piece. So like the game kind of like respects the, okay, here's a straight, here's a room, here's a straight, you know um, and here's a turn. Over in Transcend 2, I want to kind of like break that out, like just arrange levels with a completely different rule set, where you would have like tight sections that are hand designed, and then suddenly like you have a bunch of like a very fast, like a linear sections, and then you're back to like a boss fight, and then suddenly it's like level 1 from Transcend. It'll be like this haphazard kind of collection. And the other thing about that is why I want to do that mode is because it'll be like this, it'll be more of a dice roll of like what content you get on a certain day. So that in that mode, I'm gonna go full like Uzi Shuriken. Randomly, it'll just show up. Like on most days, maybe I think there will be some weapon variation. There will be some gameplay variation of some sort. So it'll just be like a completely random thing. It won't have like a, okay, here's weapons Wednesdays and here's Shuriken Saturdays or whatever. No, it'll just be like it could be anything today. That sort of a thing. I want to go in that direction. Focus. Yeah, we definitely need more sections here. I'm gonna work on that right now. After I'm done obsessively playing the same level over and over again. Oh man, it gets so much fun. Okay, wait. I just end up playing it, and then 4. See, this is 1, this is 3. So 1, 3. The ordering is just off here. Okay. I need an ID swap mechanism. No, it would be so cool if I can just Like these buttons right now allow me to like reconfigure segments. If I could just like drag drop them, that should be pretty easy to implement. Like some library should allow me to do a drag drop. For now, I will just do it by hand. For one, I just think I need to 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so this one can go there and this one can come here. Okay. Pow, 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 pow. Yes, yes, you got me. Static, effective, altruist, flip sequence. What are you, my friend? Static, effective, altruist, charger, static, effective, altruist. Okay. All the enemies are effective altruists because it's accelerate mode. Ha 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 ha. Genius. Wait. Accelerate mode. This guy is kind of stuck in the wall, isn't he? Why is this still happening? Oh, I haven't fixed this yet now, have I? 1, 2, 3, 4. So balloon enemy, balloon enemy, balloon gunner, balloon gunner, balloon gunner, gunner balloon, balloon gunner. That's what it should. X break 9M. Balloon gunner, balloon gunner. I think it's fine. I think it's okay. I think because I don't want 2 shooters. I think this guy can just be a balloon. Now there will just be. No, there can still be 2. No, yeah, there can still be 2 enemies, but they will not. Yeah. Okay. Static EA. This guy can be a balloon too. Balloon party over here. Pum 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 pum. Okay. Static EA. Let's not make it too easy. Okay. Onwards. I'm just doing a random shuffle of levels here just to see if. Just to get a lay of the land, what the generator is cooking up. straight turn, straight. Two mistakes and you're out. You can recover from the first mistake if you maintain your combo after that. So that's a good way to maintain, like maintain your not your combo but your playthrough. I think if you're score maxing, you probably don't want to do that. But if you're like way up in the game and you want to just continue playing, you can still do that. But more than one miss, you're done. You're done. It's a fun mode. I think players will enjoy it. This I want to fix this. Balloon static EA. Balloon static EA. Flip sequence, flip sequence, flip sequence. What is this? A balloon? No, no, thank you. This can just be on the ground. That last part is a little bit tough. Missed one. Just give up. Nice. X break 5. Balloon. Yeah, nice. You know, another thing. Launch X underscore breaks rooms boss straight breaks room boss. I want to lift all of these out and put them in batch 2. X rooms, X breaks, X boss, X straights, X turns. Will it be that simple? Because none of these are being queried by the game right now anyway. And they're not in the game, so technically they shouldn't be here. Registry. Launch. Batch 1, batch 2. All right. Nice. Now I have to change these dates. These. Playing with fire here. I think it's good. I think we're good. 10, 6, 36. Oh. Now what I have done now is that I've made it impossible for me to test the current dates on the accelerate mode. I will make this change later. Let's not mess with this. Batch to discard. Launch, discard. I don't think I made any changes there. Well, they're gone now, so. Batch 1, batch 2, batch 3. Cool. What changes do we have going in here? Reload or loom initialize? Who changed you? Ops, prop types. Literally no changes. Config, yeah, sure. Sure. Now the level changes are only going to be the actual changes in the level, which is a good thing. So any arrangement, any rearrangement of levels is going to be isolated in the registry files. Best. Where was I? Yeah, X levels fixes. Give me a sec. I just need to check on the laundry. Da, 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 da. I can go into streaming stealth. Whoa. So another thing that I was working on in stealth mode. I posted a video about it on Twitter. Motion 1. Slow movement, but dodge roll. Now these levels are obviously not designed for this, but I imagine I'll have plenty of fun with like levels designed for a more slower, more deliberate playstyle. Like in this mode, like in the regular game right now, you can get just whacked by these things and nothing really happens except of course the disturbance. But in that mode, motion 1. Like getting hit by one of these would be like just disaster. Like it will be like an insta kill. So right now, like the bullets are also pretty fast, you know. Um, I'm gonna make it so that they're like slower and more like they home in on you. I think let's just, you know, let's just go and check out what's going on there. Homing new. There should be just one place where this is happening. New position velocity homing radius TTL4 pre-warm -1. So if homing was 85F and speed was 10. Now this will be like the, you know how in Dark Souls there's like the homing missile attacks? That's what it's gonna feel like. And you'll have to press the roll button at the right time, and then the homing effect will go away. I think that's how Dark Souls does it. I don't know if there's a different logic to it. And we're gonna have to open out the corridors a little bit, of course. Yo, yo, yo! Ow. Ow. Ouch. Yeah, I already have the dodge code. I think that like you have to dodge at the right time. And I can't run away from it. Oh, I can. Whoa. I can run away from it. Let's test this out in a more open level. Where were we with that? Where's the I was editing a level here. Here. Is this the one? No, this is not the one. Ah, it was this one. So let's just put one gunner here, and grunt, and let's have this guy just have a nice skirmish. No move, just don't move. Just keep shooting me, okay? Boom. Slow movement. See, I can't dodge it. 3, 2, 1. Maybe if I time it just when. Okay, almost. I think it's possible, but you have to be like very deliberate. Now, of course, with fast motion, you can do it. Yo, did you see that? No. I think they're. This actually will eventually need to be fixed for this, but I think already there is an issue here because even after they are kind of like not lined up with the player at all, the it should give up trying to home in on the player after a while. It shouldn't keep doing that. How do we test this? How do we? If homing is greater than 0, B vector rotate towards B homing clock delta time math pi. I think there needs to be like a check here that tests if it's like if it's expecting to turn too much, it just won't do that. There needs to be like a hard upper limit to the turn, basically. How much you're turning. B dot homing times clock delta times TV. Math normalized reticle minus B dot position. So the player and the position of the bullet, it has to be like a function of the velocity, of course, which it isn't right now. And I don't wanna change this code just like that. Time to live. I think after a while it should just give up. You know what we can do is debug debug.console homing angle. Okay, and over here we'll do vector 3. If we can spell vector angle vector 3 extensions angle. Okay, b dot veloc vector comma tv. Let's see what this number looks like. Let's jump back into this level. Motion 1. Point 1.187. Look at you. Whoa, look at that drift. I think 0.9, 0.9, 0.1, 1, 3. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 0.1. Let's get out of the way. 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, very persistent. Very persistent. Oh, dude. Whoa. 1.8. Man. I think it needs a turning limit. I think that would be enough. So that homing vector has to just check, like, okay, if the angle is more than some amount, then you just stop turning. So basically this rotation can be limited. Rotate towards max radians delta. Max radians delta right now is homing amount times mathf dot pi. So yeah, if this was just like what, by 5. That was very easy to dodge. I think what it should do is if it reaches the maximum radiance delta, then the homing should go to 0. So this is basically giving it a turning amount of half a circle in 1 second. That's actually that's a lot of that's a nice turning radius right there. Anyway, wait, I get so distracted. Gotta focus, focus, focus. Is chat still working? Yeah, we're doing a different movement style. That's definitely on the cards. That will mostly be featured in the the other collectible levels that I was telling you about. That's where it's gonna happen. Like imagine like a slow moving ninja with shuriken and everything. Phew. X break 3. X break 6. Show me in registry. Thank you. X break 4, 7, 8, 9. Save as. X break 10. Okay, now I want to show you the way to add these levels. So over here, X break 10. Add level to pool. X break 10. Now I have to manually add the mirror also. There you go. So X break, where is the first one? Here, 439, 10, 439. Yeah, cool. 3107 2014. 3107 2014. Okay. Save all changes. And now we can test the level in the game when it's ready. Let's ready it first. I want to do and alternating static effective altruist, static effective flip sequence, floor dia light here, floor dia light here, and I'm gonna make this super short. And this can go, and balloon gunner, thank you, floor dia light. X-ray. You see how the new levels show up here? This is sorted by date, so I have access to. Why aren't you flipping, bro? Flip for me. 6. Oh wait, yeah, just flip sequence, apply, floor candle, floor candle. Nice. This is shorter, so it can please just duplicate. Hashtag 0, and over here we are going to make sure that the waypoints are not dancing around too much. Save, reload, what was it? Control space. Whoa! I think it might be time to fix these. No way, that did not happen before. I didn't change anything. Oh, I did change something. Wait. Agent. Yes, you can come back to normal. Thank you. Pre-warm radius. Okay. Phew. Aha. The control of culture. This man, this guy. They were shooting directly, but what was happening was I slowed down the bullets and gave them more homing power. So that is why they were like, the bullets would come from above and they would miss me, and then they would do like a 180 degrees and hit me in my butt. But that is fixed now, so we wouldn't have that problem anymore. Nice. I like this. I like this little up down thing that's going on here. And this is 4, this is 6. Wait, let's just try a different version of this. Yeah, this is not gonna work. This guy is up there. Nope. That's why we need to fix it here. Done. Still quite disorienting, I would say. Static EA, just flip every time. No more beating around the bush. And you can be in here just chillaxing on the floor. And we are good to go. Um, can this be instead of... Okay, let's try that. Nice crescendo walls going on here. Let's go. Amazing. Amazing. Candle, candle, candle. Floor candle. Okay, I'm liking X break 10. Reg edit. X breaks in launch 10. 10. Laundry is coming in hot. New game mode will be ready soon. Man, I really have to think about how we're doing the collectibles. I want every level to be like a unique item that you grab. And I wanted to be storable. And ideally there would be like this kind of like limbo area that you can go where there's like torii gates like receding like into the horizon, you know, and you can like go light candles like a bonfire, like, and then that thing becomes an interactable that you can like ring a bell or something and then go into the level from there. Yes, yes, we need to do that. We need to do a version of that, and that has to be like unlockable from the collectibles, either the collectibles or you just get it in the level. The secret rooms, I think that would be a way to do it. Receding hairline map. I obviously do not have that problem. um, Receding, I meant spreading all the way into the horizon. um, English is not my first language, okay? So don't make fun of me. Um, that, yeah, that has to happen. So that brings me to the other idea that I was really excited about, and this is really gonna open. This is uh nine neither, mine neither, me neither, mine nine. I thought you said nine, like you're from Germany. Yeah. Uh, uh, Boku wa Nihongo wa harasemasu. That's my first language. Let's go. Misinformation. Nine meter. Nine. Nine, nine, nine. Last game mode. Maybe I should just stop talking about all the ideas and actually implement them. Wouldn't that be a hoot? We should just do the receding hairline map. That's the idea of all ideas. Receding hairline. The final game mode, the one that will be completely different from all the other ones that I've described, will be an arena shooter. Yes. An arena shooter. Can you imagine? I'm thinking something to the tune of Devil Daggers, or what was the sequel to Devil Daggers called? I keep forgetting the name. What is the sequel called? Hyper Demon. Hyper Demon, is it? Hyper Demon. What boss level aesthetics, man. Wow. Amazing. Yeah, it's just brilliant. I love that. The energy of that game is just, ah, yes. Yes. So the same, you know how the level does that thing where it comes from above, but we're gonna change that just a little bit, right? So you can see like the whole arena, right? More like Hello Kitty demons. Check it out. Check out some videos. It's enough to get an idea of what that game is doing. I can't really like. I couldn't get into it. It's like it's too chaotic for me. Um, this and it has like this cool scoring system that I just didn't get into it. Um, yeah, it has that 360 view thing. But I'm not gonna go exactly in that direction. But we're gonna use that the curved world thing to kind of like see the whole arena in one go. So you'll be in like this like spherical disc kind of space, right? And the enemies will just come in, and it won't be. I don't think I'm gonna go totally in the direction of like a bullet hell. It's something like a fisheye, something like a fisheye. Some it's going to be some tamashika version of that, and it's going to still be like a precision shooter style, like target, and then some astral plane kind of like melee action or whatever. Um, why does everyone keep comparing to Ultra Kill? What, like, I thought Ultra Kill was kind of like a Ultra Kill is not an arena shooter, is it? Is Ultra Kill an arena shooter? Let's talk to an AI. Is Ultra Kill uh, an arena shooter? Arena shooter. Fast-paced movement and blends chaotic combat. To me, an arena shooter is where like you are inside an arena and the whole game plays out over there. Uh, yeah, I thought Ultra Kill is where like you go from room to room, kind of like Doom, right? Like the original Doom, or uh, I played it briefly. Like instead of featuring massive open levels, the game level design consists of interconnected corridors, platforming sections that lead to enclosed combat arenas. So yeah, that's Doom, right? Like there's like that. There's a whole level that you navigate, right? Yeah, so that's okay. That's not an. I don't. For me, arena shooter is like, okay, there's this one arena and like the whole thing kind of plays out on that. I don't know. Is that not what an arena shooter is called? I think this is actually the industry definition of an arena shooter, like the Doom esque, Ultra Kill esque thing. Yeah, I get it. I think we're getting confused in the taxonomy. So I don't think like, to me, Ultra Kill is a very different experience from um Hyper Demon. I think Hyper Demon is a more focused experience compared to Ultra Kill. Quake 3 Arena. What was Quake 3 Arena like? I played that thing. Uh, YouTube Quake 3 Arena. Yeah, baby. This is that multiplayer. Like this was fully multiplayer, right? Man, I played the shit out of this. 1999. This was the good old days. Multiplayer. It wasn't a like, I don't remember a single player aspect to this. Uh, Man, where's the was that the Unreal, the space map, the one with the two. What's that signature map? Uh, is that Quake 3 Arena? Quake signature. Oh, Quake signature arena map, where there's like two bases like floating in space. Um, I don't know. That was I played that map way too much. Uh, I forget. I don't think I can find it like this. Yeah, it was in one of these kind of like space. Anyway, like the old first person shooter memories. Uh, Anywho, uh, yeah. So basically, the idea is to ditch all of this like handcrafted levels and everything, and linear gameplay, and we just go in the opposite direction of that, and have the game play out. Level, world, media, ID. Wait. I hope you're not Rick rolling me, because I don't want to get banned. Aerial dreams. No, dude, this is not it. This is not it. It was like this floating fortress Doom map. Not Doom, sorry. Quake. Wait, now I want to find this. Uh, Maybe it's just an image in my head. I don't know. This one, right here. This map. This is the one. What is this called? It's an Unreal Tournament. Right. This is not Quake. My bad. My bad. This is Unreal Tournament. This, like, I don't know if you have this image. I really remember this. You know what we need to do in Tamashika is we need to introduce this. Um, we need to. What is next squeeze? I need some planet shape thing on the ground. We need that throwback. Need a throwback. Oh man, best multiplayer maps of history. Oh, sweet. Quake 3 open sourced. Yeah. So yeah, I think that with that update, I think I will be pretty happy with everything that Tamashika has to offer. Like we'll have the like the corridor shooter thing on one side, the psychedelic fast paced thing, and then variations of that in gameplay. So you can have like your shuriken, whatever, uh, different movement types, different weapons, and then we culminate, into an arena shooter. 3D, sure, I can show you. Run gun content, prefabs, run gun, models, props. There you go. This is how I'm making all the 3D models. This is all the 3D models in one file that get exported. Um, some of these are not being used. Painting, pillow, puddle, round shadow under the agents. This is on the altar. This is the banner. This is the bell pickup. Butter lamp. This is the other collectible item. Candle on the floor. Just the bookmark flame. So yeah, what I do is I go here, file, export as obj, and I export the obj file. Tell me about it. It's minimalist central. After years of using Unity, where I would just like save my Blender file and then I will alt tab into Unity, and then it would like do that loading thing where it's like, okay, I want to see all the files that you've changed, and then my models like instantly update inside the scene. I'm like, it's awesome. But now I do it this way, and then inside the game we have an obj importer that literally runs through the whole file. I export it. I'm too comfortable with Blender. Blender is like one of my favorite programs. So I've been using Blender since the beginning, since Lovely Planet, and yeah, I've just been using that, and Monogame doesn't have 3D stuff inbuilt. Maybe it does. I'm not sure. I didn't use any of that. Uh, I just wanted full control over how the data is being imported in the game, and I'll be honest, it's not the best. Like the system is not good at all. There are 100 things wrong with it. For example, the materials. My God, it's such a mess. It is so bad. Like there are material files, but like there's so each Blender file has multiple models. Okay, and they export um, combined OBJ files in which there are groups that have materials assigned to them, which are defined in the material file for each group file, but all of them are repeated. Okay, all of them are like all of the material files have the same material definition over and over again. So the game actually is like importing extra materials all the time. And then once it does that, it discards the ones that are repeating and it compares it by name. So I've had many instances where I update the material in one file and then it gets like completely removed in the game. That's yeah, I am so totally okay with that because I know exactly how it's doing all of the things that it's doing. So there you go, there it is. Speak of the devil, material name normalize. No, this is not it. Wait, there's some. Um, it's pretty simple. It's in my head. That's why it's simple because like I understand it. There are some like there are not even that many materials, so that's why I never ended up fixing it because I didn't need many different materials, and all of the materials that the game wants to like impose on its own, it defines on its own. So right now, most of the models, the material, only the name is being used to actually assign the right material. So there are like four, maybe five materials in the game that the models are referencing, and that's just it's a one-to-one kind of mapping. It's just you can see where it's getting its materials from. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. 17 minutes. Okay, let's. What were we making? Yes. Pow, 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 pow. X break 10. Save as X break 11. Reg edit. Refresh X break 11. Add level to pool. X break 11.m. Add to pool. Dim dim dim. Yep, I can see right through it. That's my favorite part. I know it inside out. I know exactly how it's doing everything. Enter the room, shoot, shoot, shoot. Static, effective altruists everywhere. In accelerate mode. Come on, bro, show me my level. Oh, there it is. It's like the game knows what I'm working on. It's amazing. No, that doesn't feel right. That did not feel right. There is definitely a fan in the background. Let me get it. Let me get it. This thing came with the apartment, but it's funny how my DJI mic is picking it up. My mic is not picking up the fan anymore, is it? It's so loud. I love me a Japanese brand, but come on, man. Um, is it better? Now can you hear the frogs outside? It just rained. It rained all afternoon. And after the rain here, uh, wait, you can hear the frogs? Impossible. Okay, it's better. Cool, cool, cool. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Nah, I don't like this second enemy is not doing it for me. Let's shrink. Nope. Cancelled. Cancelled. Get cancelled, bro. Flip, flip, flip. It's just two enemies, right? So I think we're good. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, much better. Much better. But that turn could feel. Pow, pow, pow. Pow, pow. Pow, pow. Oops, did I break it? Oh no. Oh no, I broke it. Oops. That should not happen. Can I revert this? So I put a link on. So the sections are, you see this hashtag zero, hashtag zero. This one was not linked because this is the source, like the original segment. So I put hashtag zero on this, and it immediately ate up all of the sections because it was like looking for the zero section, and it couldn't find it because it was the zero section. Yeah, so it's all right. It happens sometimes. This happens. Control Z would not have worked for it. My Control Z is not powerful enough, unfortunately. Four, five, Z1. Is this how the level was designed? Yes, it was. And this turn over here. And what I meant to do was section 2 will be hashtag 0. Okay, now I will. All right, we're back. And this can be 0x flip. Tricky, but let's see what happens. Because I don't want the level to turn in on itself. No, no, this is not it. This ain't it, chief. Let's fix that again. 0x flip. Pow pow. I want this turn to feel better. Now it's looking like a little, it's looking a little Minecraft over here. Da, da, da. Strange arrangements. Height 444, 455. This should be working now. Waypoints. Where are my waypoints? No waypoints? Fine. 1, 2. Much better. Enter the room, shoot this, shoot this. Now I'm going to extend myself a little bit. No, too crowded. Not bad. Sweet. X11 is in. X11. Break 11. X break 11. X break 11. Cool. X break 11. That's a nice, it's a quick turn. With a quick exit. Needs some variation here too. XS9, XS10, XS11. Let's go XS12. No mirroring required here because I have some more tricks up my sleeve. Regular H8, We can remove this. We can keep this. Static y2 1525 apply. No, we're not jump padding here. What we are doing is 175. And one static effective altruist here, and I'm just gonna duplicate this and create a high ceiling. Apply, please flip. Thank you. Save, and then right after that, this bad boy will have to be a little bit wider, but we'll do that later. XS12, let's try it out. XS12. Shoot enemy on the ground, shoot enemy on the sky. Needs to be faster. You can come back a little bit. Delete, delete, and over here. Floor candle here. Floor. Don't flip. Cancel, save. XS12. If this section was just before and this was just 2.5, how would this feel? Strange. Very strange. 5, 2.5, 2.5. Static E. Static E. Shoot, shoot, shoot. You know what? Not bad. This can come closer, I think. It needn't be that long. $35, $40. Apply, save, play. Now what? Apply, save, play. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. All right. Static EA. I can't do much about the ordering here. And that's okay. I just know these will be opposites. I think that's good. Boom, 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 and then next. Okay, cool. XS12. X straights. Where you at, my boy? XS11, XS12, XS12. Oof. Reload. X brakes. X straights. X underscore S12. Add to pool, please. Thank you. Save all changes. What a man, what a beautiful system. I will need buttons to equalize these dates because right now XS12, for example, is 31/5/2026. That's, I mean, if I was retroactively adding levels, that would make a lot of sense, but I am doing them by batches at the moment. So this is a really cool system because I can change older registries with new levels, and that would it would not mess with the old arrangement at all. I know I'm just flexing at this point, but this is good. This is really good. Oh man, why am I yawning at 9:30? Should I get some coffee? Be a long night sesh, streaming sesh. Should do streaming sessions. Like I want to come with like a mission. Like we're gonna do this today, kind of thing, and just spend all day on stream. You know what? I'd like a walk. Also, I have to go do the laundry. Thank you for dropping by, everyone. I will catch you all again very soon. It's 9:30. It's Thailand time. Thailand. I'm in Thailand. What's the time for you? I will be online again soon. Not bad. Not bad. Poland. Cool. Cool. Very international. We're very international over here. Chatting across time zones. Let's go. Okay. Catch you all again next time. Infinite bliss to all.